Hey guys, what's up? Stu here with a quick tutorial to show you how you can build an easy thumbnail for your YouTube videos for free without any use of complicated or expensive software. Today we're going to use a website called canva.com. You can connect with Facebook, which is what I like to do. And when you first log in, it'll take you to a list of your projects that you've worked on, as well as some options for different designs. Today we're going to build a thumbnail for YouTube, and they just so happen to have a template for that. So if you click that plus button and then scroll down, there's an option here for YouTube thumbnail. So it'll open up in a new tab if you're using Chrome, and it'll give you a blank canvas. Now over here on the left, there's a bunch of free and paid options for different templates that you could use if you don't want to build something from scratch. Today we're going to build something from scratch though, so I'm going to show you how that works. The first thing I like to do when I build a thumbnail is to upload an image to use as the thumbnail. So if you go to your uploads, you can upload an image from your computer, or you can grab something from your Facebook account if it's connected. Today we're going to use this goofy image I took of me giving the thumbs up. The first thing I like to do is to make it as big as the screen here, or the canvas, and then position it. We're going to go about like right there. Okay. The second thing I like to do is to go down here to the filter, and we're just going to adjust this image just a little bit. So we're going to sharpening it by giving it some negative blur. I don't like to use too much. As you can see, it'll pixelate it a lot. So just a little bit. And then we're going to bump the saturation up just a little bit so that those reds and blues in my shirt stand out just a little bit more. If we do it too much, it'll look like I had a really bad tan. All right, that's about good. And that's where I'm going to leave it. The next thing I want to do is I want to add some text to this thumbnail. So I'm going to go over to text, and I'm going to add a heading. And as you can see over here, there are some formatted options that you can adjust for your needs if so needed. And I'm going to call this how to make a, and then I'm going to highlight that. We're going to make this text white. There is a big color wheel here if you want to get more creative with your colors. And let's pick a nice heavy font. I like this Cooper Hewitt heavy. It looks good. Perfect. So I'm going to put that right about there for now. We may move that around. The next thing, instead of just writing the word YouTube, because this is going to say how to make a YouTube thumbnail, we're going to use an image. Now, if you go to the elements, there's a lot of different options. There's icons and illustrations, but there's also this option to search. So I'm just going to search for YouTube. And as you can see, we've got a couple different logos here. So I'm going to pick this red one. And it pops right there in the middle, and then I'm going to kind of scale it down, and it actually aligns with the text really nicely. So that's centered with that text, so I'm going to put that right there. And then we want to put one last piece of text here. We want it to say thumbnail. So it's going to say how to make a YouTube thumbnail. So I'm going to make sure to pick that same font again, and I'm going to make it white as well. And as you can see, my spelling is terrible, so let's just fix that real quick. And we're going to center it with that image. Now, you can see that it's kind of hard to read some of this text. So what I like to do is I like to put little boxes behind it of color, and you can do all sorts of different things. I like to go to the shapes, and I usually use the two different options for square. So we're going to use the rounded corner square today. And you can make this square however big you want. If you want to put different color backgrounds behind the text, you can do that like this. I'll show you real quick. Let's use green. And then if you hit back, it kind of is like layers, if you think of it that way. And you can put a little background to that. We're going to do something a little different today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this as big as my text area here. And then I'm just going to center it up with everything. Perfect. Now, what I want to do is I want to make this black. Now that actually cuts out a lot of my background here, but something that's really cool that you can do is transparency. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this transparent like this. I'm going to take it about right there. Now you see I've got this transparent block behind it, and I'm just going to resize it just a little bit. Just like that. Now I have this cool thumbnail with some really simple text. And it literally took us no time whatsoever to make this thumbnail. Now all I have to do is go to download, and I choose the high quality PNG, and it saves my design, and it takes just a second. and then it will download it for you and put it in your downloads folder, whether you're on a Mac or on a PC. There we go. So now I have this PNG, and there we go. I have a good high quality image with some text that I can use when I upload my video. And you can use this program for all sorts of amazing things. There's illustrations that you can pick to add in there, like if you wanted a hamburger. I'm just going to show you this real quick. If I wanted to put a big hamburger there, I could. There's a lot of photo options. There are some free and some that aren't free. You can resize them, you can repurpose them, you can do whatever you want. Icons as well. If I want to put a little light bulb here above my head, because I just had this great idea, you can do that. You can change the color. There's just a lot of cool customization that you can do. I highly recommend this program. I used to be somebody who used Photoshop for my thumbnails, but this has become a really convenient way to make thumbnails for my videos on the go, and I don't always have to be on a computer that has Photoshop or any other expensive or complicated software. So if you guys liked this video and this instruction tutorial, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, hit subscribe. We're a daily vlogger family, and that's what we like to do the most. But I decided to start showing some of the things that I do to hopefully help out other YouTubers. Appreciate you guys watching this video today. If you have any questions for me, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. I'll answer any questions that show up there, and we'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks.